We all know the advantages of bread and how effective it can be for catching carp off the top, whether it be crust or flake, but there is an even better alternative. This is floater cake. It can be absolutely brilliant on the surface, dead easy to make, and it also has the advantage of staying on the hook much longer. Plus, you can flavour and colour it. How to make floater cake is dead easy. You take a base mix first of all, whichever one you fancy. I prefer the really light milk protein based base mixes such as Heinevale. All you need is to take 4 ounces of the basic Heinevale, which I've already weighed out, into a bowl. From there, we just take a baking tray and line it with foil. This can get sticky, so it's a good idea as well, in fact I'd say essential if you want to peel the foil off, to put a small amount of cooking oil into that tray, and using a piece of kitchen towel, just smear it round so it's covered over the whole of the foil. Leave that to one side for a moment. Basically all we're going to do now then is add eggs and flavour to our base mix. Dead easy to remember. If you're using Heinevale, it's 1 egg to 1 ounce of base mix. So we take 4 eggs, at this point you can now personalise the cake by adding a flavour of your own choice, and it's often a good idea to use a flavour that matches the boilies that you're using on the bottom, because the carp will already be familiar with that. One of my favourites is to add a fruit flavour, and this particular one, Nutribait's Wonder Fruit, is at the moment one that I use an awful lot. It seems to cook very well and really does give a nice flavour to the cake. In this particular case, I'll be using 10 mils of flavour to my 4 egg mix. Now I could be getting myself in trouble here with all the chefs around. I'm certainly no expert at this, but basically all I'm doing now is just mixing the eggs and the flavour together. I don't tend to overdo this either. I think for 2 reasons. One, I'm fairly lazy and want to do it quickly, and secondly as well that I actually don't want too much air into this, because I have in the past been over energetic at this point, and you tend to find you get lots of holes in the actual finished product. So once that's mixed together fairly thoroughly, it's then as easy as just adding our 4 ounces of base mix, again, I like to stir this round slowly because I'm not trying to get too many air bubbles in this. I just want it to be thoroughly mixed. That's it. Perfect. The consistency of most of these floater cakes, just before they go in the oven, is this like thick paste, or not paste, more soup, and that's perfect. We then just take our lined tin, right, the mix is in the tray, the oven's preheated to 170 degrees C, 325 Fahrenheit and gas mark 4. So the mix now goes in the oven for 1 hour, and we'll see how our cake comes out. Whilst that's cooking, let's just quickly run back over what we did. We started with 4 eggs and 4 ounces of our chosen base mix, plus a flavour of our choice. Once we'd done that, we took a 7-inch baking tray and we lined it with foil and smeared it with oil so that it wouldn't stick once we'd finished. After that, we mixed our eggs and flavour together and added our base mix. It was then mixed smoothly into a soup type consistency, poured into the tray and popped into the oven for 1 hour. And the levels 170 centigrade, 325 Fahrenheit, gas mark 4. It's as simple as that. Here we are now, everything's cooled off. It's time to take it out of the tin and see what we've got. This is the bit where it normally sticks, but that's not a problem because I'm going to be cutting most of the You can see why you have to line the tin carefully. I'll take the rest of that off later. Let's have a look how it's come out. Lovely. Absolutely perfect. We can now cut that up into cubes. I prefer, when I'm fishing, to actually cut these into small cubes and actually take the outer crust off completely. And you've got this beautiful, smelly, spongy bait that fish love. And if the fish don't want it, you can always have it. Good fishing.